On Tuesday, Amazon MGM Studios announced that producers Amy Pascal and David Heyman would produce the company's upcoming James Bond film. But in hindsight, the press release was perhaps just as noticeable for what it didn't include, a quote from Amazon MGM Studios head Jennifer Salke. Instead, it was head of film Courtney Valeni who announced the deal. Hollywood was perhaps shaken, but not stirred, by this week's news that Salke has exited after 7 years at Amazon, and how James Bond was perhaps among the issues that lead to her departure. Talk of Salke's departure amid a power struggle with Mike Hopkins, the head of Prime Video and Amazon MGM Studios, had been swirling for a while, and last month's deal putting the Bond IP into the creative hands of Amazon was a further signal that Hopkins was about to make a change. Salke and Barbara Broccoli, the longtime steward of the Bond IP, had not seen eye to eye on the fate of the franchise from the moment that Amazon acquired MGM, including that valuable property, for $8.5 billion in 2022. It was Hopkins, a non-creative exec who has been Salke's boss since joining Amazon in 2020, who instead had been developing rapprochement with the Broccolis. AS Variety recently noted, Broccoli is believed to have told others that she did not feel inspired by working with Salke. Things came to a head when the Wall Street Journal published an article in December about the Bond standstill. That caused a high alert within the studio that Salke's relationship on the film side was lacking and that she didn't have the creative chops to land the plane on one of the biggest franchises in Hollywood history. It also helped to accelerate to Amazon's deal to buy out the Broccolis after negotiations began in early 2024. Sources said Salke wanted to make Bond into a broader, less dangerous character who could star in TV shows and carry video games. But her desire to make 007 into a cuddly hero for middle America made Broccoli wince, according to multiple sources. Insiders snarked that Salke's vision of Bond suggested him as a rebellious cookie-cutter spy out of an NBC drama, not serious IP that only a handful of the most esteemed directors could tackle. Last month, Broccoli and her half-brother, Michael Wilson, ultimately signed off on that deal giving Amazon control of the franchise, but perhaps they also had a hint that the structure inside the company was about to change. Salke has long had a reputation for possessing a sharp eye for creative talent. It's what kept her in place for 7 years as the creative leader for a tech company known more for free shipping than free expression. But at Amazon, it was becoming clear that the world was not enough for Hopkins, and that speculation was already in the air when he announced in a memo to staffers Thursday that Salke would be moving on from her job into a first-look production deal. Talent, of course, was seen as Hopkins' weak link in what has otherwise been an ever-growing list of accomplishments since arriving at the tech behemoth. But if Salke couldn't make it work with what's ultimately now seen as the most important brand to exploit in the Amazon MGM universe, then that was the final straw necessary for Hopkins to make his move. Diamonds may be forever, but these jobs are not, and Salke's James Bond problem may have been the ultimate impetus for her departure, but it wasn't the only reason. Sure, for Amazon CEO Andy Jassy, founder Jeff Bezos, and the Seattle management team, talent is fun and Hollywood is nice. But that's not the bottom line. And while the vagaries of Hollywood mean Salke and her team are spending big bucks on swings that don't always work, Hopkins has been winning fans up north for growing Prime Video's live sports business, expanding its international reach, and bolstering Amazon channel subscriptions. Most recently, Hopkins scored a big victory by bringing Apple TV Plus to Prime Video as an add-on. For Seattle, sealing deals like that is where the money's at. The relationship between Hopkins and Salke was always tenuous, but it worked for a time because Salke has the creative goods, something a button-down suit like Hopkins, even with his previous stints at Sony Pictures TV, Hulu, and Fox Networks Group, lacked. She took what was an embattled streamer doing niche, indie-style TV, and struggling to recover following sexual harassment allegations against its then-head, Roy Price, and turned it into a big, mainstream player programming both broad procedurals like Bosch and sci-fi series with surprising awards cash such as The Boys and Fallout. She also managed to navigate Bezos' personal obsession, The Lord of the Rings of Power, which with his blessing became the most expensive TV series in history, costing more than $1 billion.